Welcome chess lovers, all over the world. In today's video, we will explain an important pattern of checkmates called the X-ray checkmate. In this position, the black player is forced to capture the pawn. At this point, the white player will deliver checkmate using the X-ray tactic. The queen is creating an X-ray effect on the black king by protecting the rook, which in turn prevents the king from escaping in any direction. In this position, if the king moves to d8, it will be checkmated by the bishop from that direction. On the other hand, if the king captures the rook, it will be checkmated by the other bishop, using the X-ray tactic. The bishop creates an X-ray effect on the king, protecting the rook from behind the king, which in turn prevents the king from moving in any direction. In this position, the king is in check by the pawn, and cannot move backward because the rook is blocking its retreat. This forces the king to move forward, where it appears that it can capture the bishop on the next move. However, the check from the rook creates an X-ray effect on the king, protecting the bishop from behind. In fact, this is a checkmate. In this position, the white king is in check by the rook, and is forced to move to square e5. Although it seems like the king can capture the pawn on e6, however, the rook's check on e4 will create an X-ray effect on the king and protect the pawn from behind. This will prevent the king from escaping and play a crucial role in making the rook move a checkmate. Now, let's look at this pattern in a trap from the Caro-Kann defense. This is the Caro-Kann defense. Black attacks the knight, and white defends the knight with the queen, while also preparing for long castling. White temporarily sacrifices the pawn, but plans to recover it later with this tactic. Now, the white knight is threatened by both the queen and the knight, but white will ignore this threat because they are setting up a very dangerous trap. White will castle long, and if black captures the knight with the queen will be pinned to the king, losing the queen. If black captures with the knight, it will be a blunder, because it will result in a checkmate, using the X-ray tactic. First, white will play this brilliant sacrifice with the queen, after the king captures the queen. Now, after this check with the bishop, it's actually a double check, and the black king is forced to move. If it goes to square e8, he will get this checkmate. And if it goes to square c7, it will face this beautiful X-ray checkmate, where the bishop creates an X-ray on the only escape square for the king. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will explain the X-ray back rank queen sacrifice. See you in the next video.